Hello again, everyone. Tonight we're going to cover the beginning concepts of the hammer throw. So let's get right into it. The goal of every throwing event is to propel the implement as far as possible without causing damage to oneself. With that, the basic rules of the hammer must be certified for length, weight, diameter, um, ball mass, and a couple of other things. But the primary things we're looking for are length and weight. The thrower must exit the back half of the circle under control after the implement lands, and the implement must land in the sector. So let's get started with the grip. The handle is held in the non-dominant hand. So if I'm a right-handed thrower, I hold the handle in my left hand as far down in the fingers as I can. My dominant hand goes over the top so that I always think push with that dominant hand. And then I push my thumbs together so that my wrists touch. Now with the grip, hand protection is generally worn on your non-dominant hand. This can be either a glove or a wrap. The one rule with the finger protection is that the fingers must be open for competition. But for practice, you can wear a simple work glove, or you can make your own hammer glove out of a pair of leather gloves, or you can purchase a ready-made hammer glove. Now the throw starts with the winds, and the winds are critical in setting up the throw. The winds not only get the ball moving, but they also establish the path of the ball. They set up a rhythm for the throw. And most throwers generally use 2 or 3 winds. In the winds, the dominant foot should remain planted and stable. Your axis of rotation should be around your dominant shoulder. So for a right-handed thrower, everything should rotate around the left shoulder. You want to keep your hands low over your head and reach as far back as possible. As your thumbs come over your head, you want to think about combing your hair with your thumbs right through the middle of your head. Your arms should be relaxed and loose, keeping your upper body very passive. And you want to keep your orbit relatively flat, letting the hammer run long through 0 and flat through its high point at 180. You can see here the hands want to go in a straight line from 0 to 180. So I reach out at 0, I pull the hands up, go back through over my head, and reach back towards 180. Notice how the thumbs go through the hair, keeping the hands low. And full extension of your non-dominant hand. You want to reach back so you have full extension there. At 0, you want to reach out, having your arms long and loose. So in your first wind, you want to reach back and see a 180 degrees or straight back behind you. In the second wind, again reaching back, and you want to see and connect them with the ball at 270. Working into the entry, once again you want to connect with the ball at 270 so that the system is connected so you can push with the right hand, the right foot, the right side from 270 all the way through to 90. You want to close the door or push the knees together so that as you begin to push, your right knee, once again for a right-handed thrower, the right knee is pushing into the left. You want to let the ball get ahead of the left toe or the left knee on the entry. So it should always be a push with the right side, never a pull. It's a passive left side pushing into the left side with the right. Notice the knee turning into the left, toe stays pointed at the ball, and your feet stay relatively parallel to one another throughout the throw. We also want to maintain good posture with the chin up, the chest up, maintain good posture throughout the throw. It's critical to start that right away with the winds in the entry. Once again, you want to keep your right toe on the ball and your feet work parallel to each other relative throughout the throw. Once you begin turning, you're pushing with the ball of the foot, and your axis is on your left heel, through your left heel. Notice you want to push your toes down. You don't want to pull up on the knee so that you maintain your body weight over the heel, straight down into the ground. At 90 degrees, you want to dig in or really drive your left knee down. So you're pushing down with the left knee, digging in with the toes. The demonstration I like to use is if you're barefoot on soft, lush grass or wet sand, when you really want to curl your toes in, that's the feeling you want to have when you're at 90 degrees getting ready to enter single support. Really dig in and push the knee down. Pushing the knee down in single support while bringing the knees together. Once the right foot comes up off the ground, the foot should remain dorsiflexed or keep the toe up. You'll notice that I go into single support here just past 90 degrees. While my left knee continues to push down, my right foot comes up, so I step up with the knee, and I'm stepping over the left foot. And the goal is to catch the ball at 180 degrees and minimize single support, so get down as soon as possible. So if you're looking at yourself on video, you'll want to see your whole back when you're catching the ball. Once you catch the ball, you're going to push it through zero, then let it run long again through the left side. And you're going to continue to do that each successive turn until the finish. Throughout the turns, you want to keep the knees tight. Try to keep them together throughout the turns. And step to 180. So once again, you see single support at 90 degrees, but by keeping the knees together and driving that knee up while pushing the knee down, that forces the foot to continue to rotate so that you land and you can push through to the next turn. The finish, you should finish tall and out into the throw. Some common errors associated with hammer throwing, especially in the beginning. One of the biggest things is pulling ahead or dragging the ball. That, you'll notice the left shoulder comes up, the head is ahead, and you're throwing with your upper body here. In order to fix this, think about rolling the thumbs into the direction of the throw. That helps drop your left shoulder a little bit, relaxing the upper body. You also have to make sure you stay down on the left knee, and the chin should remain on the ball or in line with the ball. You should see a triangle between the shoulders, the hands, and the ball, and that system should remain intact throughout the throw. Next thing you'll notice is pulling up on the left knee or piking. And by pulling up on the left knee or lifting the toes up too high, that causes you to crash onto the right foot. And you'll notice if you crash or break at the waist like this, it becomes very difficult to do another turn. And all you can do is yank the ball out or try to really rip it at the end, which isn't very healthy to do. So some keys to remember while you're throwing: keep the upper body passive, maintain proper posture throughout the throws so that you can set the system up and the system maintains itself. Use the system, let that do the work. Make sure you're staying down on the left knee, pushing down as much as you can, and once again, let the system do the work for you. Set the ball up and let it run. So some drills that will be included with this demonstration. We'll talk a little bit more about the winds, walking turns, multiple turns, the wind, enter drill, and two-ball turns. And those videos will be included with this presentation, so you can take a look at those now.